A conversation happens about a delivery job involving merchandise. The discussion reveals the setting is in a tough town where keeping certain powerful people happy is essential for survival. The characters discuss how dealing with problematic figures is sometimes necessary to maintain order. The characters continue their discussion about their role in maintaining social order, albeit through questionable means. One mentions their children making a birthday cake, adding a touch of normalcy to their dangerous work. The conversation is interrupted by unexpected visitors. The scene shifts to a tense moment where divine beings appear, described as instruments of God descending on heavenly rays. One character expresses fear, while another seems familiar with these supernatural entities. An intense confrontation occurs with supernatural elements. Someone complains about damage costs, while another character displays confidence in dealing with these otherworldly threats. The action is fast-paced and involves sophisticated weaponry. Two characters discuss a special project and intelligence briefing. One complains about being involved in supernatural incidents. They reference someone named Eggman and express concern about potential consequences of their actions. Background information reveals that one character woke up in a casket at the bottom of a lake 20 years ago, only remembering their identity as a witch. They must now regularly confront divine beings to avoid being dragged back to the underworld. A philosophical discussion ensues about the blurring lines between different realms: the human world, Inferno, Paradiso, and Purgatorio. The conversation suggests a delicate balance exists between these dimensions, though this equilibrium appears threatened. Special weapons made from unique materials are introduced. The protagonist considers taking on more challenging opponents, showing growing confidence in their abilities. Meanwhile, a character named Enzo gets stuck with a bar tab. Information about a valuable artifact called the Right Eye emerges. It is part of a set known as the Eyes of the World, which has been circulating in European black markets at extremely high prices. This revelation provides a new objective for the protagonist. In a dramatic encounter, someone displays both rudeness and charm while engaging in a hide-and-seek situation. The scene creates tension between the characters and sets up an impending confrontation. A tense confrontation unfolds where someone threatens elimination, mentioning their infernal partner's appreciation for their ability to handle such situations. The dialogue reveals underlying hostility and hints at supernatural elements at play. A character named Luca appears, discussing the Festival of Resurrection, a rare event happening every 500 years. The conversation reveals underlying tensions and accusations about past events, particularly regarding the death of someone's father. A confrontation between two powerful figures discusses a past battle for the Umbra throne. One claims the other isn't ready for their destined fight, suggesting a complex history between these rivals. A touching interaction occurs with a lost child named Sasa, who mistakes someone for their mother. Despite initial reluctance, they agree to help the child while setting clear boundaries about not getting attached. Cheshire appears and expresses concern about the child, suggesting dark implications about the child's parents. The conversation reveals complex relationships and hints at past violence while maintaining tension about current dangers. An exciting chase sequence unfolds as characters try to reach an island. There's discussion about a mysterious gemstone located in a building, showing the various motivations driving the characters' actions. The narrative focuses on protecting the child while navigating dangerous situations. The child's innocent perspective on monsters and magic contrasts sharply with the reality of their circumstances. The story culminates in revelations about witches and protection, seen through a child's perspective. A journalist character reflects on personal connections to past events, particularly regarding their father, adding depth to ongoing conflicts. A mysterious case involving two ancient clans, the Umber Witches and Lumen Sages, dominated medieval Europe. These clans possessed magical eyes with reality-altering powers. They vanished 500 years ago from a town called Vigrid, where their influence can still be felt today. Both clans worked to maintain peace using their eyes' powers. However, a forbidden romance between members of opposing clans led to tragedy when they had a child. The mother was imprisoned and father exiled, while the child stayed with the Umber Witches as an outcast. This disrupted the balance between light and dark. Legends claimed uniting the two eyes could grant control over reality itself. This sparked endless battles between clans, leading to their mutual destruction. Now, 500 years later, the search continues for answers about what really happened and the truth behind these mystical eyes. The head of a powerful corporation called the Ethovol Group is trying to sell a mysterious gemstone on the black market. This requires infiltrating their private jet to investigate further. Meanwhile, a touching moment occurs between a mother and child discussing the importance of treasuring precious things. The full truth emerges about a law that was broken 500 years ago. The birth of a half-breed child between light and dark violated ancient tenets and sparked chaos that continues today. This child represents an ongoing danger that some believe must be eliminated to restore balance. Balder reveals himself as the last Lumen Sage and claims to be a father figure. He explains how the Lumen Sages and Umber Witches were meant to oversee history using their eyes. After 500 years of exile, the time has come for awakening ancient powers and recovering lost memories. The ultimate plan involves resurrecting a being called Jubileus to create a new universe. This plot was set in motion 500 years ago, but couldn't be completed without the left eye. The town's development has been part of careful preparation, leading to this moment of resurrection. The scene unveils a tense confrontation where malicious rumors are addressed. Someone has granted a final resignation, though the circumstances involve a rather dark fate. The tone suggests serious conflict between family members with mentions of permanent consequences. A complex plan is revealed to have gone awry, yet sacrifices were deemed necessary to prevent repeated tragedy. Johann is mentioned as someone who was captured and mentally reprogrammed after initially providing protection. The time approaches for awakening a mysterious left eye. An intense confrontation occurs between two powerful figures. Despite impressive displays of ability, the situation remains unresolved with neither side backing down. The atmosphere is charged with determination and defiance. A touching moment unfolds between parent and child. Reassurance is given that nightmares are over and treasured items should be kept safe. The scene is gentle and comforting, with references to finding something important and protecting precious things. A major revelation occurs about the true target being Sasa as a child, not the current version. The significance of two eyes, one for light and one for darkness, is explained. This moment marks the beginning of a new historical phase with profound implications. The situation reaches a critical point regarding Jubileus' return. A warning emerges about maintaining balance between light and dark through both eyes. Someone desperately tries to wake Sasa, highlighting the urgent need to prevent catastrophic consequences. Despite successfully stopping an abomination, the world still faces destruction. A dramatic rescue attempt ensues, with promises of returning home together, showing incredible determination and loyalty between companions. The aftermath involves discussions about deals with devils and the fate of witches. Some dark humor emerges about haunting and prayers, though the tone suggests genuine concern about eternal consequences and unfinished business. The scene shifts to a lighter tone with complaints about cosplay and uncomfortable caskets. Despite previous dramatic events, there is a suggestion that new work awaits, indicating a continuation of adventures rather than an ending. The final moment introduces symbolism through Rosemary, representing remembrance. The scene concludes with a confident invitation to face new challenges, suggesting both closure of past events and readiness for future encounters.